Shivji doesn't know how to be a husband. He is being trained to be a husband by the goddess.
How is Kailash, where Shivji resides?
वो ऐसी जगह है जहाँ कुछ खाना नहीं मिलेगा लेकिन आपको टेंशन नहीं होगा.
तो शिवा हम ह्यूमैनिटी को क्या मैसेज देता है?
That life, happiness is not outside, but it is inside.
One of the most revered names in the field of Indian mythology. Today we have with us Devdutt Patnaik ji. Devdutt ji, welcome to Midday. Today we will be discussing about Shiv, Shankar, Bholenath, one form known by many names. And of course my first question to you is, what is the difference between Shiv, Shankar, Adinath, the different names that he has?
So basically, when you see Shiva, there are two ways of looking at him. One alone and one with his family. So when you are looking at him alone, then the words used are Shiv or Adinath or Aghor. This the Babaji who is all alone. And then there is the Shiv Parivar, where he is with a wife and two children, and it's like a family photograph. And this is the contrasting image, where we start using the word Shankar, where we start using words like Bholenath. All that comes in this second space.
In your book, Seven Secrets of Shiva, you had mentioned about how Shiva exists, in two forms at the same time. That is balancing the quality of austerity as well as hedonism. How does he balance it out, and what is the message for us from that?
You have to discover these characters within yourself. And we have these two sides, right? We want to be alone. We want to withdraw from the world. We also have the side where we want to engage with the world. We want to participate with the world. We want to have friends around us. And the tension between these two sides is Shiv and Shankar.
Let's talk about Bholenath. In your book, Lankesh, you had mentioned that Shiv Ji is the ultimate Bholenath. What actually leads him to be called so?
जो बहुत इंटेलिजेंट आदमी होता है ना, उसके बगल में कोई नॉट सो इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन कम्स, द नॉट सो इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन बिकम्स वेरी जजी, और उसको लगता है कि इसको कुछ पता नहीं.
यस,
इफ यू आर नाइस टू पीपल, दे विल सी अरे इसका हम एडवांटेज ले सकते हैं. वो है कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ भोलेनाथ, कि आप जब देखते हो कि अरे ये एकदम भोला है, आई कैन टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ हिम. एंड दिस इज व्हाट रावण फील्स, बिकॉज ही सेज आई कैन टेक कैलाश पर्वत टू लंका, एंड शिव जी जस्ट थोड़ा अपना पैर दबाते हैं, अंगूठा दबाते हैं, एंड देन दैट्स इट, एंड ही गेट्स क्रश्ड, बिकॉज यू स्टार्ट feeling that you are smarter than God.
Very profound, Devdutt ji. Bhang, Datura, and the tiger skin, that he sits on and he drapes. What is the message we as humans get from this very unique demeanor of his?
Through plants, our ancestors are trying to explain concepts to us. If you see a Datura plant, you will never keep it in the garden. It's poisonous. और कैलोट्रोपिस, जिसको अर्क बोलते हैं, अर्क के पत्ते होते हैं, यूल फाइंड पूरी इंडिया में सब जगह मिलेगी. वो हनुमान जी के मंदिर में उसको चढ़ाता है. बट इट इज़ नेवर केप्ट इनसाइड द गार्डन. दे आर सेक्रेड प्लांट्स विच आर नेवर केप्ट इन द गार्डन. And they are trying to tell us that these things, that there are things in this world, everything in this world cannot be placed in the garden. Doesn't mean it is bad. तुम्हारे घर के आंगन में तुमने तुलसी रखा है, लेकिन घर के बाहर जो धतूरा है, that is as important. And therefore विष्णु जी को हम तुलसी दे देंगे, लेकिन शिव जी को धतूरा या भांग होता है. They are part of life and they have to be seen in the context that they exist.
What is the concept of destruction? What he is known as, the destroyer. What does this teach about us human beings, about change and transformation in our life?
शिव जी is always looking inside, कि प्रॉब्लम अंदर है. तुम्हारे घमंड, तुम्हारा घृणा, तुम्हारी ईर्ष्या, उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करो ना. उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करोगे तो लाइफ अच्छा हो जाएगा. लेकिन what we are thinking constantly, we are thinking of the outside world. That's very lazy. So that's a very lazy. I will say that is the way Ravan looks at the world, not the way Shivji looks at the world.
Looks at the world. From Shiva, Devdutt ji, let's move to the Shankar form. Shankar form is actually known when he is the husband of Shakti, Parvati. How is Shankar as a husband?
Shivji doesn't know how to be a husband. He is being trained to be a husband by the goddess. So that is how the story is told. Ki, if you read the Buddha story is about a married man who gives up marriage and family and becomes the Buddha. Shiva's story is the opposite. Shiva's story is about a man who is in the jungle, who lives in the mountain, who is brought into the household by the goddess, telling, ऐसे गृहस्थी होती है. This is the purpose of a house. This is the purpose of the household. So it is here, she is the one who is training him. He is the trainee. She is the trainer.
Does he become an ideal husband?
Nobody is ideal in India. Nobody is ideal. So therefore, what is ideal varies with the situation. So Indian thought will never tell you that this is ideal. That's why we don't have one God. We have many gods, many kinds of food, many kinds of festivals, because we are being told कि भैया एक चीज से problem solve कभी नहीं होता है. Shivratri is always celebrated in Krishna Paksh, just before अमावास का जो मून होता है उसके लिए आप रुके रहते हो, which only appears in the early in the morning. सो पूरी रात जागरण करके वो मून देखते हो, उसके बाद आपका समाप्ति होता है. मोस्ट ऑफ द फेस्टिवल्स विल हैपन इन शुक्ल पक्ष, which means there is no one sacred day. Every day has certain values and they are constantly talking. So there is no ideal husband and doesn't know how to deal with vyavaharik जीवन, day to day life he doesn't know. And therefore there is a lot of comedy stories around that कि उनको कुछ पता ही नहीं है, खाना कैसे खाते हैं, कपड़े कैसे पहनते हैं, जीते कैसे हैं. And everybody is trying to take advantage of him. Bhasmasur is trying to take advantage of him. Ravan is trying to take advantage of him. And the wife is there telling him, ऐसे नहीं चलता है. People are not, people are taking advantage of you. And he's looking at them and saying, they're not really taking advantage of me. They're fooling themselves. So that is the conversation which is happening.
How is Kailash, where Shivji resides? Do you think like there is any way to go to Kailash, as humans when it comes to Indian mythology?
सी शब्दार्थ और भावार्थ. शब्दार्थ में जाओगे तो चाइना में जाना पड़ेगा, चाइना में माउंट कैलाश है.
मानसरोवर.
और भावार्थ में देखना चाहिए तो कैलाश आपके अंदर है. वो ऐसी जगह है जहाँ कुछ खाना नहीं मिलेगा लेकिन आपको टेंशन नहीं होगा. देयर इज नथिंग टू ईट. वहाँ वनस्पति नहीं है लेकिन नंदी बैल वहाँ सुखी है. कैन यू फाइंड अ प्लेस ऑफ कंटेंटमेंट वेयर यू हैव नो फूड बट यू स्टिल हैप्पी, जहाँ यू कैन बी हैप्पी विदाउट योर आईफोन, वाईफाई, girlfriend, boyfriend, wealth, success? Can you find that place where you are happy without anything external? That's Kailash.
And what I've observed is जब शिव जी की जो जितनी फोटोज़ होती है, मूर्तियाँ होती हैं साउथ इंडिया में, उनके वहाँ पे ऐसे मूछें होंगी, द बॉडी विल बी मोर मस्क्यूलर एंड वेरी डिफरेंट बेस्ड ऑन द जोग्राफी ओवर देयर. सो ऑफ कोर्स भगवान शायद हम में से ही आते हैं.
देखिए, बंगाल में जाएंगे तो अगर बंगाल की शिव को देखेंगे तो वो हमेशा उनको बूढ़ो बाबा बोलते हैं. वो ओल्ड मैन के जैसे दिखेंगे, उनका बड़ा तोंद होगा, बड़ी बड़ी दाढ़ी होगी, तो बहुत अलग होगा. लेकिन अगर आप चोला ब्रॉन्ज की शिवजी देखोगे जो तमिलनाडु में मिलता है, वहाँ पे बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल हैंड्स, ब्यूटीफुल लेग्स, बहुत ही सुंदर मूर्ति होगी, वेरी अट्रैक्टिव, वेरी सेंशुअल होगा. और अघोरियों को देखो तो कुछ और दिखाई देगा. अघोरी जो दिखाई देते हैं वैसे आपको साउथ इंडिया में नहीं दिखाई देगा. तो शिवजी वहाँ बरगद के पेड़ के नीचे ज्ञान दे रहे हैं टीचर के रूप में. सो यू फाइंड वेरी डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ शिवा इन डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया.
अच्छा, अगर हम बात करते हैं शिवा की, तो शिवा हम ह्यूमैनिटी को क्या मैसेज देता है अक्रॉस डिफरेंट रीजन्स ऑफ इंडिया?
It's telling you about that life, happiness is not outside, but it is inside. It's about contentment. And that is what Shivji is all about. He's content. He's very happy. People are not happy with him, but he's happy with everybody. इसलिए वो मलंग होते हैं. The word is मलंग in Urdu और उदासीन in Hindi. कि उनको वो देख नहीं रहे दुनिया को. He's very, very happy with whatever he has got in his life. That is the message, that you don't need external things to be happy.
Thank you so much, Devdutt ji, for such an enlightening session. And I hope people find happiness within. We all find happiness within. And you wonderful people, for more such interesting videos, stay tuned to Midday.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.